Hey guys, Evander here, back with another video. Welcome to or welcome back to my channel, your #1 resource for all things Cybertruck accessory related. Today I'm going to be reviewing Elecfresh's brand new center console armrest USB hub and organizer. So here's the box it came in, and here it is. And as you can see, the first thing I noticed when they unveiled this product was the way that it hinges. So this is going to insert into my center console area, and if I need to get underneath this, I'll open this at a hinge. Weird. I've never seen something like that. Usually you'll take the whole thing out. I'm very curious to see, does all my stuff just fall out when I lift it? I don't see why it wouldn't, but we'll see if that impacts any recommendation for getting this thing. They've got a little bit of magnetism going on as a way to keep this clasped shut. I'm all for magnets. And there are USB-C, 2 of them, and then 2 USB-As. One of them is a fast charging USB-C. There's also a center button here that will illuminate an LED on the bottom. So if you are accessing something underneath, that LED is going to illuminate your center console box. Installation is as easy as just plugging this in and then settling this into place. I, however, have a center console safe installed. So for the small percentage of you that have the safe, just know that this does fit on top of it, but you're not going to be able to open the safe door since this will get in the way. So they are kind of half compatible. This can fit on top, but if you need to get in that safe, you're going to have to take this whole thing out in order for that door to swing open for your safe. So let me reposition the camera and show you how easy this is to pop in place, and we'll go from there. All right, I have plugged it in. They give you just enough slack to go down into that USB-C port. The safe being in the way makes it a little more difficult, but you'll probably not have a hard time seeing it with your naked eye. I had to fish around for it. But yeah, this swinging door for your safe isn't going to work with this on top of it. So keep that in mind. There are foam pieces on these 2 corners. And at first I told Elecfresh, hey, if this was like cut right here and there's just a little bit of that rubber, it's going to fall into place a little bit better. But after like pushing this down, I realized they did that on purpose so that this is pinched into place at these 2 corners. I bet so that if you're lifting up the lid here, the whole thing's not going to come flying out. It needs to be more than just gravity held in place. So yes, that is on purpose, that it's the way it is. They've thought through this. I'm sure if you pull out a cable as well, they don't want the whole thing to come with it. So smart idea. Everybody so far with these center console organizers, they expect you to just grab one of the little dividing walls and use that to pull it up. Right here, we do have a little bit of a gap, so you don't need to hold it, pinch it from the middle. You have almost a little handle to pull from. So I appreciate that that was provided and you don't need to pull it from here. It's always annoying, especially when it's full of stuff, which we will start to fill this in. Got a little USB battery bank thing. Got some AirPods. Couple chapsticks. A little flosser. Some fake Cyber Odyssey $100 bill. And a couple icebreakers. And I could fit more, but the more stuff you put in this, yeah, the more stuff that's gonna fall out. Obviously, I'm kind of exaggerating. Like if I needed to get underneath there, I wouldn't need to tilt it more than maybe there. But I'd say if you're stacking things in here, 2 levels is already pushing it. Because yeah, you're gonna have stuff start to fall out as you open and close this little hinge. But it's not too difficult to just put them back before you shut the lid. So, before I forget, I'm going to just dump everything out on purpose because I'm doing this one-handed. Here's the LED light. You can kind of see it. There's two levels of light, low and bright and off. Pretty handy if you, again, didn't have a safe, but I'm not probably going to store anything beneath this since I do have the safe installed. But for everybody else, the majority of you who do not have a safe, that's going to be great to help you see beneath it. The USB ports, this one is fast charging. It's got two little Thunderbolt symbols, and I believe it's 60 watts total. Those would be great. Here is my USB-C cable. So if I was charging my phone and I'm not using this, this is probably all just going to rest in here. And yeah, that closes and shuts fine. No issues at all. I forgot my little microfiber towel. I usually throw that in there to clean the screen or my phone. Does everything fit? Yes, so good organizer. I do wish it was somehow compatible with my safe, but again, I know the majority of you don't have a safe, so I don't expect them to compensate for all the minority here. The hinge had me worried at first that everything's just going to go flying out like that, but you kind of have to be reckless and just throw everything up. So yes, your stuff can fall out, but if you carefully lift it, maybe even hold something in place with your hand, you shouldn't have a hard time getting beneath it to get to something. Obviously, everything that you'll use frequently should be up here anyways, so good design in my opinion. The magnetics are nice for this clasp. I can feel it, grab it right there and pull this thing closed. That's going to prevent rattling. On top of the silicone also preventing rattling. That's going to be great. Helps them make it non-slip. Funny enough, everything just happens to fit that I had in my old one. It just happens to have a little place for everybody in here. So I feel like the size is fine. Obviously, you're losing a little over an inch strip here for having the USB hub, but I'm going to probably add another one of these cables so that not only me but my passengers can charge, which happens often since these Cybertruck wireless chargers often overheat our iPhones. Don't know why. I assume Tesla just does not have a way of dissipating the heat in here, and it just turns into a hot plate. But all right, I would say yes, I'd recommend this, especially if you need more USB ports to charge things. This is great. I know the majority of you don't have the safe, so that's not going to be a problem. Even if you do, you can use this. It's just going to be a little more annoying if you need to get into your safe. You'll have to remove the entirety of this organizer to get to your safe. Otherwise, I don't feel like the hinging system is a problem, at least for the things I'm storing in here. Yes, they can fall out, but you can as easily just put them back into place. I personally rarely get into my safe anyways, so this shouldn't affect me very much. Good job, Elecfresh. As always, I look forward to reviewing the USB hub that goes in the back underneath the screen. That will be a review coming in the next couple of weeks, I assume. So I will see you in the next video. Thanks for stopping by. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. See you later.